Hi Pisces, thank you for tuning in for June Zodiac Wheel reading. I'm Elle and my readings are for Pisces Sun, Moon and Rising signs. So if you know your rising sign, if you're a Pisces Sun sign, go and just check out the other videos that I've got for the sign that you are, whether it's your moon sign or your rising sign, and have a look at that too, and that way you get a bit of an more of an all-round reading for the month ahead. Now this month, Pisces, I would like to ask you all if you could leave a message for me in the comments to in relation to asking a question for my pick a piles spreads or my pick a card spread. Now I do have a pick a card spread there, that's the totem animals, and that's your spirit guide animal, which is able to be accessed at any time. It will still have the relevant meaning to it no matter when you actually access it. It's a beautiful card, isn't it? She's Pisces card. Now Queen Neptune, I think, is what comes to mind with that. And now I also will be shuffling the cards a bit differently this month, because I've got a bit of an injury and it hurts because I've got stitches in my hand. So I'm just going to tweak the cards while I focus for you Pisces on the month ahead, and I invite Great Spirit and the angels and guides to join me in this reading for Pisces. I give thanks for any messages that come through for Pisces for their highest good and the good of all concerned. I'll also be doing a bit differently for my confirmation reading, so stay tuned for that also, Pisces. Okay, so this is a rather interesting time now for Pisces, because Neptune is in Pisces. Neptune's the ruler of Pisces, so it's in its own sign and it's exalted. We have a few planets that are in their own sign actually throughout this year, so it's quite a potent year all up really. But yeah, so and Neptune can be inspiring us to great acts of selflessness, which sometimes, Pisces, you have to be careful how much of yourself you actually do give, because you know, you may find that others just take if you give too much. But you know, like, by all means help the disadvantaged, and you know, maybe do some charity work, things like that. That's wonderful Neptune in Pisces energy, as well as spiritual and mystical teachings and embracing the knowledge from that, as well as religion and faith, all stimulated here with Neptune in its own sign. So wonderful bright vibrations and energy to discover how you fit in to the universe, and deep reflection on such things. So really potent time for Pisces in that way. Bit of brain fog can be involved in that too. So good time to create when you're feeling a bit like you know your brain's a bit sort of not moving as quickly as what you would like, or if you may even be a bit confused about something. Yeah, to get some clarity on it, it's a wonderful time with Neptune in Pisces to create, and whether that's music, because music is often very helpful, and also with the Neptune Pisces influence, if you are that musically inclined, you could be creating some very beautiful music here through this transit of Neptune through Pisces. Now, you have a water sign energy here with the Knight of Cups being here in your first house. So a little bit of a romantic view. Maybe some rose-coloured glasses might be a better way to explain it for those of you that are single. But that's okay. It's okay, you know, like if you do see through rose-coloured glasses, at least you're seeing things in a positive light. So, but you know, just bringing a bit of reality back into the whole thing. Don't let yourself get too carried away with it. Mainly is the energy that I'm being shown here. Now the next one is also, I suppose, the High Priestess really is a lot like the Pope, the Hierophant. It is the female equivalent to that, I suppose you could say. She's the keeper of all knowledge and deep secrets, I suppose, really. You know, the High Priestess is associated with astrology and mysticism and that kind of stuff. But she has great faith and trust. And this is the message that is coming through there for you in that area, to have faith and trust. And it's in your area of self-worth, and it's in the area of the wheel of how you earn your money. So it's saying you can trust it and you can have faith in it. So that's a lovely message there coming through. Now here in the area of communication, you have the Princess of Swords. Now that's basically the Page of Swords in most spreads, but in this one it's represented as a princess. And that is a lot of communication going backwards and forwards. But with these energies, with the Neptune in Pisces, you need to make sure that the information that you are getting is accurate and factual. Because otherwise you might feel like you're sitting under a mushroom and could be being misled by others, and that could lead to some of the confusion. So if people aren't going to be factual with you and tell you the exact situation that you're inquiring about, then you need to not give them too much of your time, whether or not it's actually in the situation where you're physically giving them your time, or whether or not you're just giving them your time because they are occupying your thoughts constantly all the time. This message is what is coming through here, which is ruled by Mercury and Gemini. Now the 3rd of June could be significant with that because the new moon is in Gemini on the 3rd of Moon. Good time for using this new moon frequency to set your intentions for the month ahead. It's also a time where you really will not be satisfied at all with superficial communication. You need meaningful communication, and if you're communicating with people that aren't giving you that, there's a good chance that you will just shut that down. And it's not just a matter of shutting it down until such times as you decide to talk to them later. It's shut it down as in you're not going to even think about what they said. You've got more important things that your mind needs to be focusing on here, Pisces. Because on the 5th of June, Mercury enters into Cancer. Now, that is going into your 4th house, the base of your wheel. And with that, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So fate is turning in your favour, Pisces. And the Wheel of Fortune is one of the most wonderful energies in the deck. And it's influencing your home and your foundation. So good fortune is on the way here. If you will use your wisdom and your higher knowledge to actually turn to see it and not let this nitpicking, gossipy energy here interfere with it. And here you are being shown your fun house is livening up. So the Empress is there in the area of fun, entertainment, matters of the heart. So for some of you, you're really going to be very involved and sensual energies to do with the matters of the heart. So some of you may find that you are falling in love or attracting potential suitors and having a lot of fun with that. Okay, others may find that their children are where they are actually going to be having some of the fun with. Now, here in the area of work, you also have a choice. So I do feel that there is some sort of offer coming to you where you're going to be able to... Yeah, so offers that you... and choices to be made. It's also a Trinity card because there's 3 people involved in it. Okay, now relationships, partnerships of all kind, business, romance, marriage, or even opponents. It's also the area here in the 7th house of contracts. But if you're being made any kind of offer, as you can see on that card, you're not seeing much in that offer. But, you know, still have a look at it anyway. Because the cups are still full, so there is something of worth in the offer. Now, being this area being ruled by Libra and Venus is the planet of beauty and love, and Venus moves into Gemini on the 10th of June. So, and if you do have a look at that card, you can see that whoever it is that is sitting in that window, whether it's you or your partner or a friend that you may need to cheer up. They look like they need a bit of cheering up, don't they? So that Venus energy is really good for not only cheering yourself up, but also being able to, you know, make others feel a little bit more light-hearted. And you'll find that you're a good listener too with this energy, Venus influencing that area, and you can see the bigger picture and maybe, you know, help others to lift their burdens by, you know, your own experience, so to speak. Now, here with the area of our chart that pertains to beginnings and endings, I'm being shown here by the 6 of Pentacles. There's some good fortune coming your way. It's to do with other people's money too. So, you know, hey, if others want to help you out and give you a hand along the way, then you know, don't turn it down. It's being shown gifts given and received here, and gratitude and acknowledgement with it. It's a wonderful place to have the 6 of Pentacles, because 6 of Pentacles does indicate good fortune and good luck, including windfalls. So keep that in mind as well. Now, here in the area of long distance travel, higher education, spiritual awakening, philosophy, that kind of thing, you've got a lovely card. You've got the 10 of Cups there. So I do feel that with that 10 of Cups, you're feeling the love, Pisces. And you're embracing the emotional connections that you have with people. And you really sort of, whether they're blood relatives or not, you're encompassing the whole lot. you're willing to do your earth walk with your fellow earth brothers and sisters. So a lovely energy there coming from the 10 of Pentacles, and children under, that are under your guidance are really going to benefit too. So for those mums out there, just know that you are doing a really good job. And here with the 9th house energies being Sagittarius and Jupiter orientated energies, on the 17th of June is the full moon in Sagittarius at 26 degrees of Sagittarius. So that area of the sky is actually 26 degrees of Sag, is actually where you find the galactic centre. So down here in the southern hemisphere from Australia, we've got a wonderful view of the Milky Way and the galactic centre. It really is a spectacular sight, especially on a lovely clear autumn night. It's often best autumn and winter to actually have a look at the stars from down here, and it's coming into winter now, and in the northern hemisphere, of course, it's coming into summer. So when you're looking at the full moon on the 17th of June, you'll actually be looking towards the magic of the galactic centre and the powerful rays that come and affect us from that, as well as a little bit of a double whammy because we've got a full moon there as well. So don't be surprised if you find yourself wanting to get away. Maybe you are, wanting to connect with family members around that time, and it does show that it should be reasonably favourable time for get-togethers like that. But it may also be your soul family that you're connecting with, and like-minded people with the same philosophies and views, and they're willing to look at your point of view as well as, you're in a position where they're able to express those. So really nice energies there around that kind of, and it's also a long distance travel too. So it could be someone that you're hearing from that's from another country, someone that you've got to travel to, or they've got to travel to you. So a great time for studying also. Any of you that need to get some serious study work out of the way, research is also favourable, as well as just breaking away from the normal routine. Under wonderful influence to be able to do that. Now here with the Two of Swords up here in the zenith of our wheel, that's career, that's the outer world and how you deal with it, and you've got the Two of Swords crossing each other, which is indicating that you will be calling a truce. So you have to let me know in the comments, Pisces, where you feel this is playing out in your life. It is in opposition to, the 10th house is in opposition to the 4th house, which is your most inner world, and that's your outer world. Your inner world is working perfectly and the wheel is turning at a lovely pace. Whereas your outer world, you've got to actually, sort of stand up for your beliefs. But you're willing to call a truce. Let me know in the comments, won't you, Pisces? Now here in your hopes and wishes, Pisces, you have the 7 of Cups. So that is showing me that in reverse, that you have so many goals that you are trying to work on to get manifested, which is fine. You don't have to just concentrate on one thing at a time, but it's letting me know that it will present itself one thing at a time, or one miracle at a time, Pisces. So that's that romantic view of, I want it now, I want it all now, and don't we all? But the key to it is being patient and making sure that when you're working on each desire, that you do it one at a time, and even if you're traveling or spending time with friends, because this is also the friendship house, you may not be able to get to see everybody or get around to everything that you want to see. It's that kind of energy there. Now, just being careful here, because in the 12th house of things that are hidden and the subconscious, you've got the Devil card. So the reason I'm saying be careful is because the Devil is about temptation, and it can tempt you in the wrong direction, or tempt you to believe something that isn't necessarily accurate or factual. And I'm not talking about from a perspective of say, because it's the karmic house and it's the psychic house, it's not that kind of factual I'm talking about. It is people's information and communication with people. So, and you may be tempted. So someone may tell you something that's going to tempt you, and you could be being led down the path. It's just a little bit of a warning there with that Devil card. But the other part of the Devil card message, is that it is about structure and building something that you can stand back and see where all the hard work's gone, and be very humbled by, you know, how quickly you got there. It's a Saturn energy. It's hard work brings rewards kind of energy is coming from that Devil influence there. Now I'll just do a confirmation reading, and so I'll ask for Pisces for June 2019 for their confirmation card to be shown to them now, please. Oh, wonderful. You've got the King of Spring. Beautiful card. Katanga, Lion. Inspiring, dramatic, ambitious and wise is the message that goes with the King of Spring. So Katanga, Lion. Now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful, so long as you stay focused upon the big picture. Wonderful message there for you, Pisces. So thank you so much, Pisces, for tuning in. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed, and for those of you that are new to my channel, I hope you've enjoyed your reading, and please do subscribe and click on that button so you can get any updates. If you want to follow me, you will find me at L Intuitive on Facebook, and you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I've got the details down there in the description box for you. You can go to my website, which is completely free, at www.lpsychicastrology.com, and you can book a reading through the website. I do Skype readings as well as recorded readings, and also phone readings for those of you that could ring me, and I also do personal face-to-face readings for those of you that are within the vicinity. So until we talk again, thank you so much for subscribing and liking and sharing. Loving light to you all. Many blessings. Namaste.